like a dog in a
trench coat.
3 dogs standing on top of each other.
2 hams in a basket doing a jig. This is going to sound horrible. I'll cut this bit out. I won't. Shall I clap?
Yeah, you do it.
For special day.
For special day. Today. It's your special day. Oh,
it will be, though, tomorrow when this comes out.
Ah.
Yeah. Friday. 26th. 3, 2, 1.
Lovely.
I liked that one, Mother.
Good birthday clap.
Clap for Mother.
I mean, that's RuPaul's Drag Race, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
Clap for Mother. I'm going to twiddle some knobs. One sec. Just thought I'd twiddle them.
Ah.
Just
Twiddle your knobs along with us.
If we have to ask.
We can't hold your hand through everything. Do you want to start?
Yes, please.
Your birthday.
Birthday. Right. Don't know where I am. This shirt's very warm.
Yeah.
For a hot July day.
I've had to derobe.
Oh, come and see us on Patreon if you want to
Yes.
see that. I'm not in drag. I'm sorry.
No, I'm in a vest.
It's my birthday. I don't have to be.
Like I forgot my PE kit at school.
Shirts and skins.
Blech.
I didn't do that. I never did that.
No.
Because I would have called the teacher a nonce and run away.
Yes. I don't think
As is my right.
the gendered girl group ever did that.
We had to put on like weights and run up the hill.
Let's get down to business.
We were defeating the Huns.
Mama.
Right. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Kate Butch.
And I'm an obnoxious frizzy redhead.
Hooray!
Hooray! We're in the right place.
But it's my birthday on Quiz Gone By
I
the
did it
podcast.
for you.
Thank you very much.
It's been a long con. I'm actually blonde and very balanced as a person.
Instead of like a stripper jumping out of a cake, it's you taking off a wig.
Yeah. And going, oh yeah, sure, no worries.
And this is Quiz Gone By the podcast where we talk about nostalgic film, TV, and whatever's going on right now. And try to work out if that's what made us queer.
And today it's happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kathy. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Or in the spirit of this that we're reviewing today. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you.
Is that Yoda as Annie?
Happy birthday to you, happy birthday. We do it, Annie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brackets 1982.
Yes.
Because fuck the other ones. I've not seen them. Although Kathy Bates and Kristen Chenoweth are in the 90s one.
I thought I googled the 90s one at first because I was like, I googled Annie and the 90s one came up.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, this will be the one. But then I remembered you said Tim Curry.
And you were like, where is he? Where is he in this IMDb? He's not there.
Where's Timothy?
1982, please. The best one. I had this on VHS with Oliver.
Oh.
An orphan double feature.
Yeah, well, it's Oliver.
It's Girl Oliver.
Or it's opposite Pygmalion. Teaching a man how to care.
Make a man common.
If common means having emotions. Which in this it does.
Yeah.
They kind of... Like, oh, he's a Republican. But to be fair, we'll talk about the politics of this film.
We'll get there.
Because I'm involved.
I did press record, didn't I? On the video.
I fucking hope so. Do you want to check?
You tell them a story.
Well, I'll tell them right now.
I'll continue telling my Oliver story afterwards.
My new hyperfixation because of this film, which I'd never seen before.
It's fine. We've got no time to hear about hyperfixation. No, go on.
Well, it's relevant.
Okay.
It's Anne Reinking.
Correct.
Bob Fosse's
Mistress.
I was Bob Fosse's mistress when he wrote All That Jazz.
And she is in All That Jazz.
Yeah, exactly.
You better change your way of living. Did you watch that?
all that jazz.
There's going to be some changes made, just the song.
No, but I did watch her.
Just dove.
Look, do yourself a favour. Go on YouTube. Look for Anne Reinking, Roxy.
Well, she kind of is the reason that Chicago is the big success it is now.
It's unhinged, her iteration.
And she's a very high cut pant, is she? Yeah. Yeah.
Is she ever?
She died recently, I think. Quite sad.
Yes, and also, so she died like a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But right, who's the main man in this?
Albert Finney.
Albert Finney's second wife died a month ago today. That we're recording this. Or is it?
We've done it again.
Yeah.
Constantly killing people.
Killing the bar for all.
Albert Finney also died recently as well.
Yes.
Yes.
2019.
Summit.
23.
Anyway.
They're all dying because it's that era.
Yeah, because they're all quite old. Oliver and Annie, double VHS. Even as a 5-year-old, I was like, how is this possible? Surely these films are both too long to be on a VHS together. One right after the other. And that's how I knew that I was a bit of a cunt. From an early age.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think the specifications of the VHS. That's like 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
That's too long. I mean, this film is quite... I watched this film on 1.75 speed.
I didn't know you could do that.
I did get a plug-in.
Ah.
Yes.
You told me about this plugin.
Yeah.
Did you send me the plugin?
I should send you the
I
plug-in.
don't know how plugins work, but...
You just add it to Google Chrome.
Right.
And plug it in.
Oh, sure. Yes.
And then you can change the speed of videos. It's very useful.
Yeah.
I watched this film in just over an hour. Excellent time.
Oh, fucking hell. There were a few bits in this where I didn't skip far.
Okay.
But I went, I've got the gist of it.
I did last week. I was like, well, all the bits in Annie are earned and important. Fuck your bed knobs. I'd like note tap apology.
I retract that statement. Yeah.
Some of the bits.
I don't have to see them getting a child ready for bed.
I don't have to watch
20
another
minutes.
film in this film.
Yeah, I skipped that bit. I did.
It was really quick on. Actually, no, it wasn't even that quick on 1.75 speed.
Oh.
I think I managed to go to the toilet and come back, and it was still going, even on 1.75.
Wow. I started it and I was like, there's going to be a really important reason for the plot. Nope. I was like, I'll risk it.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Anne Reinking, if you've seen Fosse Verdon, also very good. She's played by Margaret Qualley, who's in a lot of things now. She's an up-and-coming young lady.
I would encourage all my lady-attracted people to go to Google Images and just look at Anne Reinking.
She's fit.
She's fit as fuck and can do a big leg.
Big leg.
Big leg.
In this film, you see a lot of her pants.
You do.
You see quite a lot of everyone's pants in this film.
I was only really focused on her pants.
Choreographed by Arlene Phillips.
No.
Yes.
No.
Who I saw the other day.
Cabaret.
Cabaret.
Yes. Wow.
Yes.
How old is she? Was this like one
She's
of her
about
first
80.
things? Oh, okay.
Well, this film is 40 years old now, so
Okay.
she's an established lady.
Yeah.
Maybe Arlene Phillips just likes seeing people's pants
Maybe.
in big flowy dresses.
Yes.
Anyway, the opening credits always... I lost my mind at the opening credits. I think because I'd had the misery of Oliver.
Yeah.
And then I saw a little locket.
Oh, this was second.
Yeah. The sun'll come out.
Not a second to breathe.
Not a single fucking second.
The song that launched 1,000 irritating theatre kids.
And she's here tonight. We get a tiny snatch of Tomorrow.
I didn't think we'd hear this song again. I was wrong.
You fool.
Right, if you've never seen this film...
Yeah, because you've never seen it, sorry.
I've never seen it.
Or anything of Annie.
No, never.
Not even the show or anything?
No.
Paul O'Grady?
No. Is he Miss Hannigan?
Yeah.
Love that. I want you to guess, write on a little piece of paper, burn it, when the song Tomorrow comes back. In what circumstances? You will be wrong. There is no possible way you can know what happened. This film takes so many twists and turns. It's incredible.
Keeps you guessing.
Yeah.
It's directed by John Huston, who I think is Angelica Houston's dad.
Oh.
And was considered
Nepo
wrong for this
Houston.
film. Nepo. But she's broken out, like Liza Minnelli before her.
And she had to date Shining Man. Oh, Shelley Duvall.
Oh, Shelley
Hello,
Duvall.
I'm Shelley Duvall.
Goodbye. You were Shelley
Goodbye.
Duvall.
R.I.P. She had to date.
Jack Nicholson?
Yeah.
Is he not a bad? Is he not a nice?
Look at him. You can tell from looking.
I like a bad boy.
Not an evil man, though.
He does. He's got sinister eyebrows.
Yeah.
And I've got no eyebrows, so he could maybe make a perfect.
Also, I think anger
And he's probably
prompts-
nearly dead.
I might be making wild aspersions.
He's probably
but-
quite rich and nearly dead.
Look, go for it.
If the opportunity arises,
If Jack comes knocking, well,
he has his axe.
He has his axe. Close the door and run away.
In the film proper,
Yes.
we're in New York City
Yes.
in 1933.
33. I had to look it up because I have qualms about a thing that happens in a minute.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're in the orphanage, and we get the song "Maybe." Maybe far away.
Before all this,
What?
she's the funniest thing. I laughed out loud. She's belting this song, and then it pans to a row of sleeping children. And then the kid wakes up and is like, Annie, Annie, Annie. And I wanted to be like, shut the fuck up, Annie. Shut the fuck up.
I've always hated her little fucking rat tail at the back of her curly hair.
Oh, it gets matted. I don't know what to say.
It does get ever so matted. I'm like, wash your hair,
Yeah.
you silly little orphan.
She's a little orphan.
Why do I hate so much child actors, specifically to do with their hair?
That's true.
From Addy to Scrunchy Bitch.
Well, we need to see a
in every
picture of
disco
you
I get in.
Aged.
Oh, I had the most gorgeous blonde, like bright
Locks.
blonde locks.
Yeah, actually, I've
Yeah.
seen a picture of you. You, weirdly, as a kid, looked like my best friend at school.
Was your best friend at school fit?
No.
Answer the question.
I wouldn't say so, but you've grown up to look very different, I guess is my point.
Okay.
So it's interesting that you look the same. Maybe you're a ghost.
I did look like quite a pale Victorian orphan.
Yeah.
I looked perfect to be an Oliver.
Yeah.
I was almost Oliver like 3 times.
Oh, I told you about my friend who
Okay.
the ghost of her dead baby friend haunts her. I'll save it for the Patreon.
I don't think I want you to tell me.
I'm going to tell you. It's
God.
my favourite ghost story. It's amazing.
Okay. Molly is the crying child.
People are being really mean about her wetting the bed. I think I wet the bed
I think
too
we've
old.
discussed this recently.
Have we?
Or maybe not.
I wet the bed a bit. I don't know what age, but I remember thinking
discussed wetting
this
the
is
bed.
too old.
Mm.
Even as a year old, I was like, this is too old. But to be fair, my dad was dying, so you know. My anxiety had reason.
I see.
She was, you know, she's logical if nothing else.
I don't know.
I've told you, but what?
But your dad isn't dead.
No, but he had. This is dark.
He made a miraculous
Yes.
recovery.
My dad had leukemia most of my childhood.
Oh my god, I didn't know this.
What?
I knew he had gout.
That's recent.
That's different.
That's different and recent.
Oh my god. Everything's falling into place.
Most of my childhood.
This has been 170 episodes of me trying to piece together what was happening in your life.
So, but
I
I
was like,
told
live with your grandma. And I was like, what a fascinating...
We've definitely talked about
We've not talked about
We've
this.
talked about this.
Was I drunk?
Oh, it's quite possible.
It's likely. Have we definitely?
I don't know why we wouldn't have.
I don't know why we wouldn't have. I thought there was some like very dark secret that you were definitely not telling me.
Well,
It's not a secret.
on
It's dark.
huh?
It's yes.
Yes.
It's dark, but it's
That's why.
not a secret.
That's what.
I hope because you just said it.
No, it's not a secret. But well, now they know.
Now we're finding out things together. Apparently, I genuinely don't think you've ever told me this. What a series finale.
When I was like 5 to about 12, he got the all clear.
Oh my
He
god.
had like a 15% chance of survival.
Fucking
That's what I mean. I shouldn't
but like it's in the past now, isn't it?
He's not going to listen. Not unless things change quite dramatically.
Oh my gosh.
How did you not know that?
Because I don't think you told me. I don't think you have ever told me this. We were quite thrown into friendship.
Sorry, I feel bad saying this. But remember one time my dad... Because, right, so this is context for you now.
This is so much context.
So
Could have had 170 fucking juicy episodes.
Because he had many years of chemotherapy,
Yeah.
If he gets ill, he gets fucking ill.
Yeah.
Right? Because his immune system is fucked. He has fucking thick skin, though. I've watched a mosquito bend its proboscis on his skin.
Lovely word,
Fucking
proboscis.
cool. I'm not saying you should go through chemotherapy for that, but it is quite cool that you become the Hulk. You don't. So it was one time when he was in hospital and your mum asked after me and you told your mum, we're not friends like that. That is the thing you said.
I didn't say it like that.
Oh, well, that's how I took it.
I think you have different friends for different reasons.
Certainly do.
One has. One has friends that are emotionally stable and mature and worldly wise.
Right.
Who can offer good, solid advice.
And you.
And then you have other friends who are like drunk little court jesters. Whose advice you should not take under any circumstances. Who are also often quite good at cheering people up.
Yes. Sometimes when that person is like your best friend, you wish they would merge. Ever so slightly.
You've got me, you've got Eleanor.
Okay.
I was describing Eleanor as the first one.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah. I'm well aware. But so what's your interpretation of that sentence? We're not really friends like that.
No, I don't think I said that. I don't think
I've been holding on to this for quite a while because when I heard that, I was like, not yet, we're not. And it's been a 5-year, 6 year. How long have we been friends?
Almost 10 years.
No. Yeah, I know, but not. We weren't close friends to start with.
I thought we were, but.
No, we were. Don't turn this back around on me, sunshine.
I remember this moment that you're describing. Uh-huh. I don't remember any of the intricate details, which is unfortunate in my case.
Yes. Plead your case, then.
No. Okay. It's my birthday.
Actually, you know what? Fair enough. I just remember it as quite a... I remember
We're clearly not friends like that because you never fucking told me.
I'm pretty sure it's quite substantial Caitlin Law.
Yeah, I knew there was Caitlin Law, but I was always too scared to ask.
I mean, there is more law. I can write you
We've got another 170 episodes.
I can write you an essay if you want.
We're not friends like that.
Well, I made it my ambition for us to be friends like that.
We are friends like that.
Well done, mate.
I think I brought emotional support and bits since. Mainly bits.
I would say it's an 80-20 split.
Oh, okay. 75-25, final offer. Thank you. Pleasure doing business with you.
Doing business with you. I cannot believe this episode is where I tell the world my dad had leukemia. Because you don't remember.
You didn't. I think I'd remember that.
Oh my god.
I'd fully remember that.
Okay.
I want to know what stories everyone else was piecing together in their heads. I've got a whole wall in my room.
What with string?
Bed knobs and broomsticks. Spaghetti hoops.
Club Penguin. Yeah.
Fascinating. Did I tell you my dad had a heart attack?
Yes.
A minor one.
I asked you many questions about it.
It's not a competition, I'm sorry.
Last week.
After
After recording.
Well, now I don't want to say my next bit.
I think you have to.
Actually, no, it's fine now because he's fine. It's got thick skin. And he's the only one with parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't die. It's fine.
It's fine. I just felt like it was a segue.
Look,
it was a bridge too far.
It's the thing where every time I go to a therapist, they're like, "So tell me about your childhood," and I say, and then my dad had leukemia for several years. We don't need to talk about it, and not in like a I don't want to talk about it, in like a
old Trump ground.
Fucking hell. Come on, here we go. And yes, it made me sad.
This is wild. I thought maybe your parents were spies.
My mum was interviewed by MI5.
Because I knew that your mum's like quite like, ooh.
Yeah, and I
No
didn't
further,
really
no
see
further
her
adjectives.
in my childhood. She
see.
might be a spy. She worked in London.
As all spies do.
Yeah. And
Famously.
I didn't live there, so I never really saw her.
Wild.
Yeah.
This is fascinating. I don't have many secrets. It's not even a secret.
Okay. You don't have to share a trauma.
I once rode a bike into a canal.
Oh my god. And was that guy from Eggheads like... Did he go, oh no, and walk off?
What guy from Eggheads?
The guy who let a man drown in...
RuPaul?
No.
Never turns out the same. I saw a dead body.
Well, the guy from Eggheads saw a guy drowning in the Amsterdam canals and left him.
Jeremy Vine?
No.
No.
The
Just one of the Eggheads.
one who was a little hot in a slimy way.
Jeremy Vine. How fascinating.
Can I look up Egghead murderer?
You can.
You keep talking about Annie.
Pepper is one of the orphans, and she steps on all the orphans' faces to go tell Annie to shut up. I love that.
Yeah. CJ!
Have you got a picture?
That one.
Oh, he is. Oh.
Not that one.
In the first picture, he's fit.
Yeah. Patrons? Is that... I can't really see because the thing is...
Closer. Oh, bit to that way. Yeah, why not?
That one.
Google CJ from Eggheads.
He left a person drowning, I'm pretty sure. Allegedly. I don't know if I have to say that.
CJ Demouy. Is he South
panelist
African?
Arrested on suspicion of murder.
Oh, is he South African?
British. Born Andrew Paul Booth.
Oh, he's done a Mark Lebet.
That's a murderer name.
John Wilkes Booth.
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Donald J. Trump. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That happened recently.
Tenacious D.
Oh my god.
If you make a bloody Donald Trump joke, I'm going to Jack Black you.
I keep seeing people being like, my 20-year crush on Jack Black has been revoked.
We're never doing The Holiday or Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, you love that.
I love The Holiday.
You love Kung Fu Panda.
Promise me, Shifu.
He's from Yorkshire.
Whereabouts?
Barnsley.
South Yorkshire.
West Riding of Yorkshire.
Oh, is it? Is Barnsley West?
West Riding of Yorkshire. Check your fucking facts.
It's near Sheffield, though. It must be on the cusp. Yeah. Or the border. Should we talk about Annie?
He's been living with HIV since the late 80s.
Oh.
But he did get arrested for killing a man.
Swings and roundabouts.
No, oh my god, he shoved him into a canal.
He didn't just leave it. Well, he did leave him, but
Yeah.
didn't just leave him.
He punched a man who was attempting to mug him, shoved him into a canal, and said, I fully suspect I killed him. I have no idea what happened.
Now, as a victim of a drive-by mugging, someone in a motorbike snatched my phone out of my hand. Do you remember?
I remember that, yeah.
I saw it happen to someone else a couple of months ago in front of me.
I had that happen a few years ago, yeah.
And I was like, I had to stop myself from just like, it was Shaftesbury Avenue.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could just push him into traffic. Should I have?
I don't think so.
He wouldn't have done it again.
No.
Couldn't have done it again.
But
he dropped the phone and it was fine, actually.
My toxic trait is that I fully believe I could just, like, turtle my way out of a mugging. A drive-by mugging, not an actual one.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd act like a little freak.
Bleh.
I'm like, have you heard of Carol Burnett? Because she's here.
And they'd be like, she's fabulous and Annie. And you'd be like, she is. And then that mugger would be me. Right.
Did I hear zinging in here? I love Miss Hannigan. I love that she's either always drunk, hungover, or horny. Or a combination of the three.
She is a cat in heat they turned into a person. She's so horny. And we're supposed to believe she's the villain?
She's my favourite.
I have a question. Could any fucker just have an orphanage?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
And she's like, get up and clean. And they're like, but it's the middle of the night. But it's in the middle of the night. I love it when she takes the piss out of them.
I love it so much.
I love her.
Yeah.
I don't think she's physically abusive to the orphans.
She does threaten them with physical abuse. And it does imply that she does do that, but I think because she has a redemption at the end, spoiler, I think they don't want us to see that.
I see.
Because that would be unforgivable.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, like, fair play to her. Support women's wrongs, but I'm not doing that again.
Look, it's your birthday. You can have a little one as a treat.
Navigating this minefield, I'll tell you what, it's a hard knock life. Dun, 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 dun,
Well, it was at this point where I was like, oh.
The Jay-Z song.
Oh, no.
Is it a Jay-Z song?
I don't know.
There's a rap of it.
Okay.
Someone does a rap version of
Oh,
it.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I saw the choreo and I was like, oh, we're playing it like that. It's going to be choreo.
It's going to be spectacular.
Yeah.
There's going to be, like, floor shining actions.
That's it. It's so good.
Santa Claus we never see. Santa Claus, what's that? Who's hey? There's a girl in this who looks exactly like my sibling's friend, Johanna.
Uh-huh. The little blonde one. Because Johanna, to me, screams Nordic.
She was German, and her grandfather was a Nazi. It's par for the course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like how ABBA is Lebensborn.
What's that?
So Lebensborn was a Nazi strategy to get unmarried women to create, I'm using
Bands.
air quotes, racially worthy children.
Oh.
So Nazi soldiers would go over to Sweden, because Sweden, blonde, blue-eyed, etc.
Tall.
Aryan. And so there's loads of kids who don't know their dads, but they were like Nazi soldiers. And one of the girls from ABBA is one of them.
Okay, not the men from ABBA, because fuck that. If you're doing a eugenics.
Well, that's the problem with eugenics. They all get all... I mean, it's not the men. There's lots of problems with eugenics. There's so many. It's not just the efficiency
It's that your
of it.
children aren't fit. Ugly kids. 6 fingers. Nasty.
Oh my god. To be clear, the podcast stance on eugenics is boo.
Boo eugenics.
Boo eugenics.
Anyway, Johanna is low. This girl looks exactly like her. And every time I'd watch this film, I'd be like, oh my god, it's her. Despite the fact that I was watching it
With
20
her?
years after it
Oh,
was
right.
made. Yeah. Like, I could work out how long a VHS should be. But I had no concept of a child aging.
Sure.
Because I was already myself. Approximately 57. Yeah.
You were knitting age 4.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with the slightly older bully kid
Pepper.
whose job it is to just fall over and be whacked with things. I love her. Pepper!
I love the big New York fire escape.
Oh, me too.
And the
yes.
girl's just like spinning by her plots.
Yeah.
Amanda thripping it.
Yeah. I'm obsessed with Annie and how fighty she is.
Yeah.
Also, sorry, I meant to say, she's such a little lesbian. Like, she's going to look back at her friendship with the one who wets the bed,
Molly,
and be like, oh, I see.
I see.
Yeah. That's a little lesbian right there.
She's wet in the bed now.
Oh, come on.
Now I'm lying in the wet patch in the middle of the bed.
I'm feeling pretty
Angels giving head. I listened to that song too young. And I was like,
Yeah.
what? Again, why she pissed herself? And like, Lily Allen's definitely too old to be wet in the bed.
Yeah. That's coming from me. Who did it age?
You had a difficult childhood, as we now know.
Yes. Because my dad had what?
Leukemia. Yeah! I didn't want to say it in a fun way.
I'm just finding it really funny. You're allowed.
Tracking name?
Leukemia!
Luke. Emia.
Emia. Yes. I'll pass it on to my dad.
You can't do it like that. This shirt is too hot. It's like wool.
Why did you put it on?
Because it's
You
nice.
said you were going to wear a red one.
And then I couldn't find the red one, and I found this one instead. It was more fun. Also, I wear the red one a lot.
I see lots of people in that shirt. It's a popular
Trend
shirt.
alert.
It's a top shop.
It's TK Maxx via Zara.
we go.
Um,
Right.
They hide Annie in the laundry.
Yes.
Miss Hannigan returns in her purple dress with like scallops and tears
it's
and
gorgeous.
frills.
She's very Mrs. Wormwood from like, not just from the bad place, from the even worse place.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're not having hot mush today.
Yay!
We're having cold mush.
Aww.
Where's Annie? This is the most iconic line of the film for me. Then Molly goes, she had to go bathroom. And Carol Burnett goes, she had to go bathroom.
It's so good. I wrote
Me and my
that down.
siblings still say that to each other. She had to go bathroom.
It's so good. We meet Mr. Bundles.
Put upon homosexual.
This poor gay man. Yes, that's what I wrote as well.
Want to fumble with the bundles.
I thought his name was Mr. Bungle because he bungled things.
No, she's got bundles of laundry.
It makes sense.
He's very good at his job,
Yeah.
which is trafficking orphans out of...
So he's in
Hardship.
cahoots with the children?
Yeah.
Guess he would be if there was.
If you saw that camp little 10-year-old,
Yeah,
you'd be like, I liberated her.
I'd smuggle her out.
Actually, no, I'd be like, I will make out with you, Miss Hannigan.
You'd be like, yes, please.
You can do both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tame multitudes. And they're all bad. Smuggling children, making out with Miss Hannigan. Actually, it's pretty good.
Yeah. It's my birthday, I'm allowed.
Yes.
He lets Annie out a few blocks away,
Yeah.
and she runs from a policeman.
Right. Did this policeman, in 1933, I'll tell you some facts I learned, Prohibition has just ended.
They're all drunk.
Yeah, Al Capone is locked up, but the mafia are
Out and about.
having a good old time, and he's chasing a child. Find something better to do.
And also, across the sea in Germany, there's a lot going on.
Where were you when
The night of the long knives.
Johanna's granddad was being a Nazi? If you haven't listened to last week's episode,
Please do.
tune in.
She beats up some boys. She's
The
fighty.
boys were chasing a...
They're bullying a dog.
To what end? Groups of boys.
No.
No.
I do like how one of them goes, Scram!
Yeah, it's a very West Side Story, but for children.
Bring back Scram.
Yeah. Bring back my scram. Where they at? Over there.
Oh, they've gone. And the dog is Sandy the dog.
That's not the name for this dog.
There's a song about how it is the name for his dog.
I know they debate it, and she walks all over the debate. That is not the marketplace of ideas. That dog is not called Sandy. That's not a blonde dog.
It's a sandy coloured dog.
I think the problem is my mum had a golden retriever called Sandy as a kid.
So
So I've seen a Sandy, and that's
and you've
a
seen
Sandy.
Grease.
Yeah.
Two of the biggest musicals
And Sandy's
of all
a
time.
little blonde dog.
She's dead.
True.
R.I.P.
I don't mean she's a dog. I mean, like, of the characters, she's the little blonde dog.
She is.
You know,
Woof woof.
a little Pomeranian type woman,
Yes.
or a poodle when she gets that perm.
Yes, in a poodle skirt.
Oh yes.
Yes.
See, this is a brown dog. Mud.
Sand is brown.
No, it's not. It's blonde.
Have you been to a British beach?
It's Pebbles.
Pebbles.
Call it Pebble.
Call
That's a
it-
better name.
That's a good name
I
for a
want a cat
dog.
called Pebble. And
Just
egg
one
and
Pebble.
toast. So if they're sleeping together, you can say eggs on toast.
And where's Pebble in that? And a side of pebbles.
The side of Pebbles, yes.
I've got no teeth left. She sings, "Dumb dog, why are you following me?"
Yes.
Because
He loves you.
You're both
I mean-
strays.
I'm getting annoyed about the name, but it's a fucking cute dog.
It's a fucking cute dog. It's really woolly.
Woolly.
And it's very well behaved.
Yes.
Lovely manners.
Mm-hmm.
The dog pound man comes to steal him because he knows
Yeah.
that Sandy doesn't belong to Annie.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, go on, call him to you.
This went on quite a while.
Not for me.
Oh.
Not at 1.75 speed.
Okay. Fair enough.
But who's here to ruin the fucking fun? The police again. Stop the rise of the Nazis.
Or the mafia. There are two you can turn your hand to.
Yeah, not taking children back to a life of squalor and hardship
Yeah.
under the campest woman alive.
Not puppies.
Exactly.
I've no use for puppies.
He takes her back to the orphanage, and the orphans will hide Sandy, and then they do the song
Yes.
about whether his name should be Sandy.
Yeah.
We could call him Tiger.
Awful
Tiger.
name.
Pfft, kittens would frighten him. Why would you call a dog Tiger? Call it Wolf.
Oh.
Hyena. No.
Yeah.
We know too much about hyenas.
Yeah.
Hyenae.
Hi, nai. Clitori.
Hyenae, Brian Kai.
Hi, nai, clitori.
Clit. Can I say a clit?
I wish you would.
And here she is. She's in a lovely car.
Oh.
She's in a lovely hat.
The Miss Honey of the piece.
The Miss Honey of the Piece, Anne Ranking as Grace Farrell.
Farrell, yes.
She works for Oliver Warbucks.
Yes.
Oliver Warbucks, the millionaire? No.
The
Oliver Warbucks, the billionaire.
So good.
He wants to do like a PR thing.
He wants an orphan to spend a week with him.
For PR.
That's not very nice.
It's quite nice for the orphan.
A week?
And that orphan would be treated appallingly.
What?
Everyone right now, stop this podcast. It's been lovely, thank you. And go to YouTube and type in Dora Dale. Oh, pleased to meet you at Christmas, Dora Dale.
Oh, yes.
And listen to both parts
Every
because
Christmas I get threatened with
it's
this.
phenomenal.
Okay, yeah.
And it's
Although-
about Nat King Cole having an orphan, keeping an orphan and treating it appallingly. It's great. It's so funny. Anyway, he's doing a PR stunt with an orphan.
Yes.
And Annie tricks her into choosing her.
It was really cute, though.
And she's like, oh, I like 7-year-old. And she's like, up. She's like hiding in the cupboard, like, more,
Yeah.
higher. 8, no, 9, no, 10. 10's fine.
And she'd be intelligent and happy, and Annie's like, ah, ha, ha, ha. It's so good. She's doing bits.
MISSI, double SI, double PI. Intelligent, yeah.
She also says Mr. Warbucks prefers red-headed children.
She's lying. She's just because Annie's redheaded.
I know, but I don't think you should just give a child to a billionaire for a week.
I think the child's going to have a great time. I'd love to go live with a billionaire for a week.
Did Michael Jackson teach us nothing?
Oh.
Yes! I just don't think this is okay.
I got to start with the man in the mirror. There's a man in my mirror.
Ask him to change his ways. Well, that's what Annie does.
Oh. He was a genius.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
No.
No.
I mean, probably. I don't know. But
He
also,
was great in the film The Wiz, and that was before he was allegedly
Yes.
a pedophile.
Also, if we're telling people to turn stuff off, go and watch Pierre Novelli's stand-up show on YouTube, Quiet Ones, because his bit about Michael Jackson brings me to tears. It's so
I've
funny.
not seen it.
Oh, it's good.
His bit about Mr. Bean's great.
That bit's not in it, but it's
Yeah.
good.
Separate. Yeah. Leapin Lizards. Miss Honey's like, you don't want Annie. Grace's like, why don't I want Annie? She's like, she's a drunk.
The woman who's been pouring vodka in her bath?
Gin.
Gin in her bath.
Gin. We'll get to it.
Oh. That makes sense. Yes.
And Annie convinces Grace to let them take Sandy as well.
Yes.
Which is nice for the dog.
Mm-hmm.
They go to his lovely house with his racially stereotyped staff.
Yeah.
Punjab, who is not played by an Indian man.
No.
Well, he's played by a black man, which is still not as good. I'm happy that people of colour are on screen.
Yeah.
But, like...
It's not.
Name them right?
I was like, if it wasn't for this character, this is a flawless film.
Yeah.
But
And
then-
the Asp
but then-
is also...
The Asp.
He's like an East Asian man who does martial arts.
I think I may have skipped
and they
through him.
play gongs and wind chimes and stuff.
I must have just skipped through that bit. I don't
Yeah.
know that at all. Okay, yeah. So that's not good.
Yeah.
It's not. And it's uncomfortable because every time they see him, there's like ominous music that plays, and he's just a guy. He's just a guy.
Yeah, and he seems that he can do like
Oh yeah, he can do magic.
magic.
It's nah.
Yeah. The white staff members are allowed to sing a song for her.
It's also, this is RuPaul's house, no? It looks a lot like RuPaul's house.
It's a lovely house.
It's a lovely house.
I'd live there.
Yeah.
I really hope I win the Omaze lottery.
Okay, I had not heard of Omaze until
It's because you don't watch TV.
Yesterday evening, when someone was like, on my stories, it was like, I'm obsessed with the Omaze lottery. And now you've said Omaze lottery. Should I enter the Omaze lottery?
I won £10 on the last one.
What? I thought you win a house.
Yeah, but if you don't win a house, you can win other things.
Oh.
So I put the £10 right back into the Omaze lottery. I want to win the house in Hackney.
Yeah.
It's nice. If one of us wins, can we
move in together?
There's like 5 rooms.
Oh.
And a gym and a pool.
Oh my god.
Well, jacuzzi, but...
Turn a room into like a podcast studio.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And a craft room.
I think my girlfriend would have questions, but, you know.
We can bring them.
Yeah, I know. Oh!
Eleanor will come.
Okay. Little creative house.
Yeah, in Hackney.
Like the Jake Paul house.
No, thank you.
Oh my god. Also, we're definitely doing... This is an ad for Omaze.
No, it better fucking hadn't be. Don't anyone else fucking enter.
Don't enter.
Don't ruin our chances. If I won the Omaze house lottery, I would have a housekeeper.
Ooh.
It's just too nice. It's too nice of a house. It's big.
My favourite thing to do at the moment is enter the lottery and imagine what I would do with the lottery winnings and then not win the lottery.
I'm hoping my premium bonds come good next month.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think I won 20 quid this month, so
Ooh.
it's up and up from here.
Yeah.
It also could be down to 0. Regardless, but back to Annie. She thinks she's going to like it here. I think I'm gonna like it here.
It's a great song. And Grace Farrell is ordering people about and it's very attractive.
Yes. When you wake, ring for Drake. Drake will bring your tray.
Because Annie thinks she has to clean to
Oh.
earn her key. I genuinely a little bit teared up at this. It's really she's so I have to clean, don't I? It's like, no, you don't.
Use context clues. There's so many people in uniform here. Stupid.
But do you think she's gonna have a little uniform?
Oh.
She's excited for the uniform.
Well, she does get nice new outfits.
Yes, lovely outfits.
I remember watching this and be like, I want to be an orphan. I want this experience.
Yeah, not everyone has their daddy warbucks though.
That's true.
Right.
I could have.
Gay men on Twitter using the phrase daddy warbucks had really led me to assume that Mr. Warbucks would be fitter than he is.
It's the authority of it all.
Yeah.
And the rich.
And the voice.
And the
It's very low.
war profiting. Warbucks.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I just got that.
This is based off a cartoon, like a comic strip.
Yeah. He's a bit of a cartoonish character.
Yeah.
It's a bit, when people are like, politicians are all the same, but they mean it in a good way. You know, when they're like, everyone's a person, everyone's like people, and
No.
it's Republican.
Billiard ball.
Uh-huh.
Billiard ball. He's bald.
Oh, yeah.
Miss Hannigan later calls him a billiard ball.
Ah.
He's had a delivery of the Mona Lisa. He's like, send it back.
I was obsessed with this.
Oh, no, wait. I like her smile. Hang it in my bathroom.
Have I told you about when I was tutoring for rich kids in London, history of art?
You've told me. I don't know if you've told them.
Okay.
But it turns out there's a lot that you've not told any of us.
So, when I was teaching over Zoom over lockdown, and I was teaching a girl who I think lived in Sloane Square or something, very fancy. And I was teaching her about British pop art, and one of the most famous ones is a Scottish guy called Edoardo Palozzi. Edward?
Very famous.
Yeah, he is.
I know him.
If you go to the Tate, he'll be
I
in there.
believe you.
Okay, fine. And so I didn't know he was listening in. I hear her dad, who's been apparently listening on every single call we've had, go, "Oh, we have one of them in the bathroom."
Oh my god.
And then he went and he was like, I need to make up her name. I can't use her actual name.
Annie.
Thank you. He was like, Annie, go get it. Go show her. Annie, go show her.
Oh.
And she was like, I'm in the middle of my... No. And he went up to the bathroom and went and got it.
Oh, they didn't take the laptop to the bathroom?
No,
no,
but
see, Caitlin.
He walked into frame with it. And then I said, oh, is it a print? And he was like, no.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I should be charging you more. Why don't you pay me on time?
Was it a nice picture?
I couldn't really see it. It was on Zoom.
Never mind.
Yeah.
He breaks the photographer's camera and he's like, oh, sorry, I'll buy you another one.
He's such a shithole. He makes a 180 pretty quick. Start of the film, he's such a shithole.
Yeah. Why do I smell wet
A dog.
We gave Sandy a bubble bath. He's like, when he meets Annie, he's like, no, orphans are boys.
Yeah.
I was like, fair enough, I have just watched Oliver.
Yeah.
This is all I know.
They were like, that's why they put them together. They were like, there can be 2 orphans.
2 different types.
A girl one and a boy one.
Dickensian boy.
Yeah.
And New York girl.
Goyle. She also says the most heartbreaking thing. It's talking about the Mona Lisa. She's like, do you think you could learn to love me too, sir?
I've got a nice smile as well. Oh. And he eventually lets her stay for a week.
Hang me in the bathroom. Bit weird, Annie. Don't say everything you think.
Freak, Annie.
Do you want to live here or not? Fucking hell. Not a victim blame, but...
Be mindful of why you were invited to the section. Meanwhile, Miss Hannigan is trying to fuck the radio.
This is so camp.
So horny.
She got more and more unhinged as it went on.
It's great. Carol Burnett is obviously a comedy legend.
Yes. Why do I know her? I know the name,
So
obviously. What's
she's
she
mainly in America,
Yeah.
which is a shame.
was there the Carol Burnett show?
Yeah, and she does the bit with her earlobe. It's like, wah, wah. I think Pandora Box does it or someone. Or Jocelyn Fox.
Wah, wah.
And then she does a little bit with her earlobe.
Oh, okay.
And she had like a really long running show. She was like one of the first female comedians in America.
Kind of Joan Rivers figure.
Joan Rivers, Lucille Ball kind of business.
Before Joan Rivers.
Yeah. Okay. Kind of between Lucille Ball and Joan Rivers.
Okay.
She's still alive.
Is she?
Yeah, she plays Sue's mum in Glee.
Okay, I can see that actually.
And she's in... Is it called Palm Royale? With Kristen Wiig?
Oh, yeah.
I watched it. It was really good.
Nice.
Yeah, and Cara Bonnett's great in it. She was in Once Upon a Mattress, the musical.
Oh.
I've always been shy.
Are you going to tell me that's a classic? And it
is a classic.
I've never heard
and
of
they're
it.
doing it on Broadway with everyone's favourite, allegedly racist, Sutton Foster.
What do you mean allegedly? We've seen the video.
Everyone's favourite racist, Sutton Foster.
We've all seen the clip.
We have a clip.
And if we haven't, I'm sure it's on TikTok.
Yeah. It's not an album, I'm sure.
What?
Did you not release it as a live album?
No.
I'm going to Google it. Tell about little girls, little girls.
What?
Everywhere I turn.
Oh, this song.
I can see them.
This is a fabulous song, but I'm also like, you got yourself here, babe.
Who made you start an orphanage?
No one. I didn't. I don't want to hear you complaining. But I do, because it's campus tits. And she's always wearing like fabulous silky lingerie. But no, I don't mean lingerie, like nightwear. It's fabulous.
I can't see it on Spotify. Maybe she's taken it off. Maybe it was just never there. Maybe I made it up. I would love to play
Miss Hannigan. Yeah. Is it now on stage? Is it normally played by like a drag queen?
No, it's variable.
Okay.
It's normally played by a middling celebrity.
Oh. You know who I could see? No, actually, I was going to say Pam Ferris. I don't mean that.
She could do it.
She played Miss Trunchbull, didn't she?
Yeah.
She could turn around to anything.
I think recently it's been people like Jodie Prenge has done it.
I see that.
Miranda Hart did it.
Really?
Jane Lynch did it
Now,
on Broadway.
I see Jane Lynch doing it.
And, well, she's Carol Burnett's daughter.
I can't imagine Jodie Prenger and Miranda Hart. I think you have to be a little bit scary.
Yeah.
Like, she is kind of a lovable character at times, and in the end she has a redemption. But I think for that redemption to work, you need to be a fucking... What's it called? A loose
fucking
loose
cannon.
fucking cannon. You'd be a loose fucking cannon.
Yeah, I could do it.
Yeah, I'd love to do it.
I'd love... we should pitch that.
I think we should pitch us as the Thénardiers. Drag Thénardiers.
Yes. What, you as Monsieur and me as Madame?
Of course. Or do you want to be the
I
other
prefer
end?
Monsieur.
Okay, I'll be Madame.
Yeah. We could toss a coin every night.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I love that.
Right, hi, sorry everyone. Thank you for coming. We're two side characters. Played by people that you
Don't know.
do not know.
Shall we do it as a fringe show?
Just the Thénardier
We will
bits.
be playing all the parts that are the Thénardiers.
Yes.
Let's do it, okay.
Yeah.
Fabulous. You know what I wish? I think it's Kerry Pritchard McLean still did. A musical?
Yes.
Bring that back. It's so good.
I
You
would
get to... It's like karaoke, but for comedians.
I'm
Musical.
going to try and make best friends with every comedian at
Yeah.
Edinburgh this year.
Isn't that what the Edinburgh Fringe is for? Yeah.
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 I hope so.
Going to that bar. What's it called? The Top of Pleasance?
Brooks. Or the other ones. I'm going to try and get other passes to other places.
Yeah, nice.
No time for that, though. Who's here? I hate a man who makes animal noises.
I did not understand what was going on.
Well, he's a rooster.
Well, I got that after a few seconds, but He's not right.
Because he's played by Tim Curry.
Whose American accent is not...
You take that fucking back.
Is fantastic.
Thank you for my birthday.
Yeah, okay.
And who's he brought with him?
It's Bernadette Peters.
Oh, am I losing my mind? George.
She's fabulous in this. Lily St. Regis, named after the hotel. Room service.
Miss Sticky Finger is over here.
It's so good.
He wants to borrow some money, and she's like,
Yeah.
no, but they steal her jewellery anyway.
Yep.
I think Carol Burnett pulling a pearl necklace out of Bernadette Peters' cleavage. That's what made me queer.
Yeah, I see that. It made me get gayer. Watching it, I was
Turned
like,
up the dial.
Yep, absolutely, would love to see it. Thank you. I also love her bit is that she's a bit thick, so she keeps getting words like Carol Burnett accuses her of stealing, and she's like, I don't like what you're incinerating. So good.
I love Bernadette Peters. Meanwhile, Annie is in bed and she's spooked by a noise.
Because she's not used to being alone.
Maybe far away. She's used to being the one making the noise,
Yeah, exactly.
and no one else waking up.
Yeah, exactly.
And she stops a literal terrorist attack on Daddy Warbucks.
She also enters the room like, you're getting a lot done. He's on a business call with like the president. It's brilliant.
And like a Bolshevik throws a bomb through, like a full circle black little string coming out the top.
And the
bomb.
Bolshevik is like Rasputin looking motherfucker. And Grace says, he's living proof that the American system works and the Bolsheviks don't want anyone to know about that. It's like if Clue's communism was just a red herring, was like taking itself very seriously. It's so weird.
Yeah.
The political context of Annie.
We could write an essay.
I'm sure they have written it.
Oh, yeah. I'd read it.
Yes.
But that's forgotten about because they go for a little swim in his lovely pool.
Yes. I love the details, like the stairs down into the pool are like banisters. Or like rail. I don't know. They're very elegant.
And is it like glass bottomed or glass top?
Glass top.
There's some like nice stained glass work somewhere around the pool.
Yeah, it reminds me of the pool in Witches of Eastwick.
Oh, lovely pool.
Do we do that for Halloween? There's so much I want to do for Halloween.
We could just do September to November.
I think so.
Halloween business.
This is Halloween. Should we get like gradually spookier through September, proper Halloween, and then get less spooky through November?
Spooky Christmas through November.
Yes. Krampus.
Oh, God, no.
Right. I'm not spooked by horror films.
I am.
But there is a bit in Krampus, which is a silly, little bit creepy Christmas film that made me go, nope. And I had to pause it.
The Inside Number 9 Krampusy Christmas special is really good.
I've only seen one Inside Number 9. I think I'm going to... There's so many TV shows that I haven't seen that I want to just watch all the way through in one go. And that's one of them.
I've started watching League of Gentlemen all the way through. Because
Freaks me out.
I've only ever really seen clips, it turns out. I've never seen it all pieced together as one narrative. And it's good, though.
League of Gentlemen and
Psychoville.
Psychoville. It just really unsettles me. I watched it I tried to watch it when I was like 14 and went, and turned it off.
I think maybe go back to it.
Yeah, because then after that I got really into horror, so maybe I'd be into it. Huh?
Annie picks up on the attraction between Mr. Warbucks and Grace.
Because it's not subtle.
Because she has eyes.
Yeah.
And she annoys him with a toy plane and demands to go to the movies.
Are you going to take me to Radio City Music Hall? And he's like, I'm on the phone with the president.
This glass bottom pool doesn't pay for itself, you know.
Yeah.
But he's like, buy out the entire screening of Radio City Music Hall, which is fucking huge.
Yeah.
And let's go to the movies.
What a treat this scene was.
Because Anne Ryan King flashes her pants again.
She's in a nightgown.
Betty Davis is probably lying and is probably crying.
I think every film should have a brilliant dancer in a nightgown in a boudoir.
Yes.
Doing bits.
I think
every film should have that. If it's got it, it's a perfect film.
And she does a little quick change into a not as exciting secretary uniform, but it's fine.
Oh my God, she's brilliant.
And give the maid the night off, and the maid goes, yes!
What's that bit in Legally Blonde when the guy's like, yes! And
yes! I'm wearing this. Yes.
Yeah.
Turn the kitchen light off. Again, me and my siblings say turn the kitchen light off a lot.
Amazing. Yeah.
And then they go to Radio City Music Hall.
Right.
And I loved it when they went to Radio City Music Hall.
So I was watching this on my laptop on the sofa. My girlfriend walked through the living room and heard like a couple bars of the music and was like, that's the scene from Annie where they go to the cinema with the women in silver. And I was like,
aha.
And I was like, how many times have you seen it? Once.
You're playing a substitute and that's what made us queer today.
Yeah, that. And then Amy came in and was like, and then there's this shot where they like look between her legs, and then there's a bit where the women are doing handstands, and I was like, okay, all right,
seen it once.
Yeah. And to be fair,
it's fucking great.
it's fit as fuck.
Before that, I liked it when they had the ushers had the torches, the boy ushers.
Yeah.
But then it's the main event where they're all out on this massive camera that's spinning round, and they've
The alternating handstand kick line is, it's so good. It's giving one from a chorus line.
yes,
But silver.
and they've got like cog headpieces with movie reels.
Pink is it's so fucking cool.
It's so cool. But then they're like, we've amped up your fucking energy. You're fucking ready for it.
It's just
Here's
black
a
and
film
white.
with Greta Garbo that we basically show the whole thing of. And occasionally cut back to them being like,
I want to get into black and white films so I
Hong
can
Shu,
be a
Hong
very
Shu.
interesting person, but quoting my stand-up.
quoting Donald Duck. He loves a Hong Shu.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh. I remember what I was saying.
Sorry. You want to get into black and white films?
Yes, I can be an interesting person, but then I see these and it's
You're an interesting person already.
I certainly have mysteries.
Your interestingness has doubled in the past hour, quite frankly.
I'm not interesting because my dad had leukemia.
But it certainly helps.
It certainly made me something.
If you're not telling your friends about your childhood trauma, you're only giving them half the story.
Except I did, and I am. I don't exactly hide my life from you.
Oh no! Which is why I thought it was like awful.
It wasn't great.
No, but like evil.
Oh.
Like maybe your dad was in prison.
Oh, okay.
He was like a murderer.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'm just going to give you the lowdown after this.
Yeah. I've got to go in about an hour, so.
Don't we have to record another thing after this?
Do we?
For the Patreon.
Oh, fuck.
Do we? No?
Let's do it in Edinburgh.
Okay. Yeah.
Do it on my phone.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
I've got to go do press for Edinburgh. Come to my Edinburgh show, please. And go and see Kate in Edinburgh as well. On the 12th.
On the 12th of August at Pleasant
Dome.
Dome? Is it?
I don't fucking know.
Shortall, Student Comedian of the Year. That's me. Well, it might be. We'll see.
It could be. Certainly in the running.
Yep.
More likely
Top
than you
8.
think. Yeah, it's Camille, the film, and it's really boring. And I often fell asleep at this bit.
I just want, like, black and white women in fancy dresses being catty to each other.
We enjoyed The Scarlet Empress
Which
with
we
Marlene
saw
Dietrich.
at the BFI,
BFI.
and people were being like, these
Oh,
weren't
Marlene
funny.
Dietrich. There was one funny bit where the Boudica type queen gets a letter and grabs it and goes, "Who here can read?"
Yeah.
I say that a lot.
The one thing I will say about this film is there are such funny lines that what's her name? Grace.
Anne Ryan King.
delivers like a pro. It's so deadpan. It's hilarious. It's so good.
I love her.
Comedy queen.
Give her all the awards.
Yes. Right.
Annie falls asleep in the film and
Core memory.
the dream. I wish someone would do it to me now.
Yeah,
they
me too.
carry her home
Yes.
and they put her in bed.
Mm-hmm.
And she wakes up. The best time.
The best time. Especially when you were a little bit awake.
Yeah.
Like, not like fully awake. You're not like scheming. But, okay, you're
If
scheming.
I'm awake,
fine.
I'm scheming.
You're awake and you're scheming. But like, that doesn't feel good. It's when you're like
Lucid.
a little bit, like your eyes are just a little fluttery open.
Yeah.
You're not quite awake and you can tell you're being carried up the stairs.
Oh.
And they
I'm
put
going to
us
have to
bed.
marry a giant.
Andre.
Andre, are you here? Mr. Warwick and Grace bond over their love of Annie.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, you put her to bed." And like, "No, you put her to bed."
Yeah.
The next morning, Grace is in a floaty yellow dress that's doing everything.
I love her.
She's the best.
And I wrote, this is the only straight couple I support. And then they're having an argument about whether Annie should come to live with them. He should adopt Annie. And he says, you're awfully pretty when you argue with me. Red flag, gal. Red flag.
Also the fact that he's twice your age.
But moneyed.
Oh.
Where do we stand on this?
Yeah, rich and nearly dead.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that I just said? Who's rich and nearly...
Oh, it's an awful person. Not Donald Trump. But someone like that. No, it wasn't.
Why not? I fuck Donald Trump.
Well, Melania would get in the way. I'll take Melania.
Just for something to tell people.
Honestly.
Just for a scandal. Look at Stormy Daniels. She's having a camp all the time. She's hosting For the
presenting-
Love of Dilfs.
For the Love of Dilfs. Have we? We've told them to watch For the Love of Dilfs.
We have on Patreon, but everyone else,
A gift for you.
For the Love of Dilfs, is on YouTube, the first episode.
And on the Patreon, that's the kind of recommendation you can expect. But a couple of weeks earlier.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Mr. Warbucks decides to adopt Annie. And
Yes.
he's like, Grace, get her a new locket, because she's got a horrible old one.
Yes.
And
She also says, capitalism is never going to love you back. It's like, yeah, tell him. And then he's like, your teeth are crooked. I'm like, what?
she's perfect.
Yeah,
And she's going to flash her pants again for us.
Tell
Because it's We Got Annie, which is just the line, We Got Annie, and occasional music. Sometimes racially insensitive.
Oh, I think I might have skipped through those bits.
Yeah, with the chimes again.
Oh, I now understand. Yes.
It's not my favourite song. I don't think it's in the musical.
But I think
it's quite different from the musical.
Okay. But she's fabulous, and I would die for her.
Yeah. Yeah.
The children are doing Van Gogh's Prisoner Round.
They are. They're actually like they're in a prison yard. It's Cap. Yeah. They put a mouse down Miss Hannigan's front.
Great.
But no time to dwell. She's got to be horny for daddy.
And boy, is she horny for daddy.
Sign is one of the best songs, I reckon. I think it was written for the film, probably for her.
Okay.
And I guess I've never been to Buenos Aires. But why don't fill up our diaries?
I was obsessed with when she's like, you want to return her? He's like, no, I want to adopt her. And she goes inside and just does a massive scream.
And then comes
scream.
back
Yeah.
like normal. I love that
It's
shit.
so good.
I guess I'll never know the feeling of running fingers through your hair.
I enjoyed I make a very dry martini. I make a very wet souffle.
Don't be so mean, you mean old meanie.
So
The
good.
rhymes are great.
And also, he's just fully...
He's like, can you sign this letter, please?
My favourite song is an autistic man who loves his wife and doesn't know he's being seduced. Him and Wilbur from Hairspray.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah.
Just men be like, no thank you.
I have a task to do.
Yeah. Form to fill out. Some admin to get my hands around.
For the longest time, this was a small Caitlin realisation. Anastasia type situation.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, why is she drinking her bathwater? To be fair,
It's in the
I was no stranger to drinking bathwater occasionally.
Oh, I thought you meant because your mum made gin in the bath.
No.
But she did.
No, just a little freak.
Yeah. Oh,
Sometimes you get thirsty in the bath and there's nothing there. Lap it.
am I gonna... I think I'm a little freak now. Did you... If you had a sponge...
Oh, who amongst us hasn't sucked off a sponge?
Good. I was worried. This is like when I said, oh, when you take a shot of Ribena as a kid to feel something, and you were like, nope.
Well, it's all coming. It's making sense now.
We were like, why was Caitlin dissociating age 6?
Yeah. Because her dad was in prison. Or like, and I was like a murderer or a serial killer.
No.
No, just ill.
Well, not that I know of. He could... What is it? There's a fact about serial killers. Like, you know that there are currently like 80 serial killers in the USA right now or something like that.
You're never more than 6 feet away from a serial killer.
That's a rat.
Oh, fuck.
Ratches. That fucking rat.
Rat facts. Rat fans.
Cat facts.
Cat facts.
No.
No cats in this, just dogs.
Yeah. Dog facts?
I win. Dogs are so nice and they're so lovely and they're so sweet. Sometimes they're very woolly, sometimes they're small and yappy, and sometimes they're big and they go boof.
Great.
I saw a St. Bernard yesterday.
Buff. Oh!
That was a buff.
Have I told you about when I lived in West London, right next to a park, and there were loads of like fancy dogs about. Number one, there was a woman who had 7 Samoyeds. And one time I'd had a bad day. I just had my headphones in. I was walking, and then they just circled me like sharks.
Yes.
I was like, "This is amazing."
The best way to die.
There was a golden retriever called Puddle who liked to lie in muddy puddles. So you just hear, Puddle, no! And then there's like brown.
If you're going to call a dog Puddle.
Well, yeah, it sounds like an order, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Puddle, no. It's confused. And then there was the oldest man I've ever seen, looked like the man from Up. The granddad?
Yes.
Really short, like a small man.
Lovely.
Who had the biggest dog I've ever seen. Like, we're looking at your sofa right now.
A Hercules morse as big as a horse.
Yes. Massive.
Love that.
My first day, I was walking around that park. I sat down to read a book, and it came and sat with me and put its little head on my leg. I was like, I'm going to die, but fair enough.
Yesterday I was in Soho and someone had their like Malamute type husky business just on the pavement.
They can be
were
really
sitting out.
screamy though.
Every time someone walked past, the dog went, oh. And it was Soho, so the dog was singing for its supper.
Oh, Miriam.
Oh, Sheridan.
Why wasn't Miriam Margolyes in this? It feels like she should have been.
It feels like a film that she'd be in.
She should be a maid or something.
Yeah.
Doing bits.
Doing a bit of comedy maid.
Was this before Feed Me?
Maybe like a couple of years.
Okay.
It was 86, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this was 82. Back at the mansion, Annie accidentally kicks Danny Warwick in the shin.
Yeah.
And Punjab magically fixes it.
It's not
Don't
good.
think too much about it.
Mm-hmm.
And he tells her he wants to adopt her.
Yes.
And tells her the most boring fucking story of his life ever.
Well, I was like, it's halfway through it's only halfway at this point. Hopefully not of the episode, but...
Oh, God. I've got to go in 45
I've only
minutes.
got that much to talk about, so we haven't... yeah. He's from Liverpool.
Yeah.
He's not.
People change their accents
Yeah, that's true.
all the time. Listen to the first few episodes of this. I'm like Bath and Grass, because I thought that's what people wanted.
You keep talking about your very strong northern accent. I don't hear it.
I put it on a bit sometimes.
When you're in drag, I think you've got a stronger accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's dialed up in drag.
Yes.
Um,
It's all a performance, darling.
but this is how my voice sounds in my head. Previously, because my mum's from the south and my dad's upwardly mobile.
Yeah.
I was a bit, oh, hello, it's me. But I say grass and bath and things now.
I think I say them interchangeably.
You do.
Yeah.
You say tough.
Tough. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But it's your birthday, so actually, I'm a silly, silly person. What a stupid idiot.
No. No. Anyway. He's like, I'm going to adopt you and here's a new locket. And she's like, thanks, but no thanks.
I can't tell if I love this or not.
I would always be a bit like, oh.
Yeah, it's
She's quite a good actress.
Yeah. Oh, she is.
Yeah.
And at the start, I was like, oh, this singing's going to get... It didn't, actually.
No.
She's very nasal child singing, but...
Who isn't?
I think you got to be. Yeah.
And she's like, no, thank you, because the locket that I'm wearing, this half locket, is the only thing that I have left of my parents. And they, like, left half a locket at the orphanage with me, and they're going to come back and fit the other half to it.
And I was scared, because he's been presented as this man who doesn't take no for an answer, that he was going to kick off and abandon
Your teeth are crooked.
Yeah.
If he can't get what he wants, he'll just insult you.
Yeah, but he's like, I'll help you find your parents, and gets the president on the phone.
Yeah. And they go on national radio.
Yeah.
With the cool fun. I always love the sound effects.
Yes.
They're like got shoes on the floor and
Annie's like, hang on a second, that man's not doing tap dancing.
I love it.
Yeah,
and
great.
they do You Never Fully Dress Without a Smile, which is a banger.
Okay.
Hey, ho, man, hey, Dapper Dan. It doesn't add anything to the story, but it's a fucking great song.
Yeah.
And I know we hate her, but for the recent Annie film, Sia did do a version of it.
What?
And
Sia?
it's pretty good.
No.
It is. It's an
Was she in
interpretation of it. No, she's just on the soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
I've not seen the film, but I don't think it's very good.
No, probably not. Who plays Annie?
Quvenzhané Wallis? She's
Should
in
I
Beasts of
know
the
her?
Southern Wild. I don't think she's been in anything much. She was she was Oscar nominated as
Like an
a
upcoming
10-year-old. Yeah.
child actress. Okay.
Yeah. And Cameron Diaz is in it. I think it
Oh.
might have been her last film. She doesn't really act anymore. She's fine.
She died.
She's on Drag Race like 2 years ago.
Who hasn't been on Drag Race 2 years ago?
I was only on about 8 months ago.
8 months ago?
More than.
Yeah.
Almost a year. Can't wait to be null and void when Series 6 comes out.
No.
No. It won't be me.
It'll be on All Stars or something. LaPhil.
LaPhil.
And Cheryl.
And Kitty.
And Kitty on. I am so excited for Global All Stars.
You did not tell me that Tessa Testicle was quite fit.
Tessa Testicle.
And really quite funny on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. She's great. She was the cockroach of the season in that she kept winning
surviving.
lip syncs, and I think one of them she maybe shouldn't have won.
Oh,
but she is incredible, and some of her outfits. I think now she's got Drag Race money, so she always had really cool concepts. But you could tell it. Oh, it's so almost there. So I'm so excited.
Relatable.
What if you haven't watched Drag Race Germany? I think it's the best international, not UK season.
Okay.
Personally, I know people love Spain, and to be fair, I did love Spain actually. I watched Belgium.
Belgique.
We saw someone at DragCon performing from Belgium and they were amazing.
I haven't watched many of them. Again, subtitles. I've discussed this before.
Yeah.
I like to do things while I watch the telly.
I just love German people.
Masturbate.
Full stop.
You do. It's very you.
They're just so funny. Also, it's really fun because obviously there are some words in drag that haven't had translations necessarily. So they'll just be like, oh, yeah, das ist super cunt. It's great. It's fantastic.
Gefischen serven.
Ooh. Stupid.
Can't say that anymore.
Victoria.
The lovely Boylan sisters. So sad at her, so jad at her, so long for all. What? I love you never fully dressed. Sorry.
Oh, I see.
Miss Hannigan hears that on the radio that she's fucking, that he's conducting a nationwide search.
Yes.
The orphans do their own never fully dressed with Molly in her big hat. Oh, you're never fully dressed. Oh, you're never fully dressed. And Molly stamps on her foot.
Yes.
And just Miss Hannigan, they never miss.
It's great. They go to Washington.
Because they don't want to traumatize Annie. Because there's a big queue of people. There's like hundreds of people who are like, we're Annie's parents, we're Annie's parents.
Yeah.
And they're all like, this is disgusting that people are pretending to be Annie's parents to get a reward.
I didn't see this queue.
There's loads of people at the gates, like...
Do you think I saw a version that's had things cut? Because there's lots of things you're mentioning, and I wasn't skipping
maybe.
through that much.
I don't know. But they're like, we're going to go to Washington, like, get her away from this.
Right, okay, yes.
Child protection.
Yes.
We don't want to see
We're
all
going
of
to do the
these
most
horrible
logical
people.
thing. Go to see President Roosevelt.
Exactly.
Yes.
And his wife Eleanor with her big lesbian feet. It's SNL, Bowen Yang playing Truman Capote.
Okay.
Talking about people that he knows, including Eleanor. You know FDR? The reason he's disabled is because she pushed him down the stairs. She kicked him with her big lesbian feet.
Was Eleanor Roosevelt a lesbian?
Yes.
She's giving
lesbian.
She's giving Fiona Shaw in this.
Oh, yes. For
Who
sure,
is
for
a
sure.
big lesbian.
Big lesbian.
Love Fiona Shaw. Love Pink. That's my favourite thing to come out of the pit stop.
I love Pink.
I love Thorgy Thor so much. I want to see you interact with Thorgy Thor.
I want to interact
on
with
the big
Thorgy
screen.
Thor. In the movie. Let's go to the movies.
You and Thorgy Thor in those little outfits.
Cog headpieces.
doing little handstands.
She could do the handstand. I'm not fucking bothering.
I thought the handstand was a bit Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi Devane from that season. Which does the lip sync upside down.
Oh,
so good.
Oh my God.
R.I.P.
Annie is momentarily traumatized by the helicopter.
Oh, yeah.
She's there like...
Well, wait. If you want to be traumatized by a helicopter, it's coming up, babe. Some very
You should be used to it by now,
there
darling.
are some unsafe manoeuvres taking place later on.
FDR is planning on doing some light socialism.
The New Deal. I had to do some Googling. I learnt about it briefly in politics A-level.
Oh, I took it at face value.
Well,
no further questions from me.
It is indeed
Back to the singing.
a New Deal.
I see.
And it's light left-wingedness.
Yeah.
Light, and the Republican is angry about it.
And Annie's like, I know how to fix this.
The impression of Keir Starmer. I mean, for a few days I was like, oh, and now I'm like, Kel fucking surprise.
West Street and
fucking streeting.
Annie's like,
Should we
I
get
know
him
how
on the
to
pod?
fix this. No.
And create societal change by bullying him.
Yes! Oh, I bet he'd fucking pick Harry Potter to do.
Oh, he would. And we'd give all the money to mermaids.
We would. We'd do a fundraiser and then
We really want to do that. We
We'd
wanted
maybe,
to do
like-
it for ages, but I don't know.
lock him up,
Yeah.
allegedly. Chain him to a radiator. Psychoville him. That's what they do in Psychoville.
Also in
And League of Gentlemen, they keep him trapped.
and in real life. In
Boy George.
Yes, in Boy George. Why? I keep seeing TikToks like, I love Boy George. Who is he paying?
Have you seen him in Moulin Rouge, the musical?
No.
It's bad!
Oh, I have. Oh, I have. It's bad.
It's very bad. Annie's like, I'm going to lighten the mood. Do you know how Kate asked you at the start? When did you think tomorrow would happen?
Get that little piece of paper and unfold it.
Future me.
Did you say to persuade, is it Franklin Roosevelt? Or
Yes.
Teddy? Franklin Roosevelt to sign the New Deal. You didn't? Wow.
When I'm stuck with a day that's grey and lonely, I just stick up my chin.
I don't remember this in history class. And then a little ginger child came and
Changed the trajectory of America.
sang. Yeah.
And then he's like, FDR loves the fucking song.
He loves it. He's like,
Sing, Eleanor!
And I was like, I can't sing. The sun will come out.
Sing, you big lesbian!
She's like, don't make me sing.
Oh, I'm too
Don't
much of a
make
lesbian
me
to sing. Rooster and Lily bring a scheme to Miss Hannigan.
Tim Curry is wearing a fake mustache on top of his
A
mustache.
slightly bigger moustache.
It's incredible.
And Carol Burnett is fleeced.
Yes.
She's like, who are you? And then
Yeah.
he takes off a slight bit of the moustache and she's like, oh, my brother.
She says, my God, I never would have realised it was you. It's delivered.
It's funny.
It's a very, the bit in Wallace and Gromit.
Yes.
Oh God, it's you.
It's the Feathers McGraw of it all.
Yeah.
Lawyer up, Feathers McGraw, for many reasons.
Yeah.
They're going to pretend to be Annie's parents.
Yes, who were killed in a fire.
Yeah, Miss Hannigan's like, we killed in the fire and they sent me all their shit back, so here's that half a locket.
Yeah.
Go and get the 50 grand. 50,000 smackers!
And then we get a great scene. Easy Street.
Little Molly. Oh, yes. Molly hears them through the grapes.
Yeah.
And
That's
then Carol Burnett and Bernadette Peters doing high kicks over Tim Curry's head.
Well, Tim Curry pummel horses a banister.
That-
Pummel horse your banisters around with us.
This is my challengers.
Okay.
I've not seen the film. I don't know if that's how it happens. And then they play tennis. Fuck it, I don't know.
Yeah, and one of them's his sister.
The heart wants what it wants.
Their desire to persuade us that Tim Curry is an acrobat is incredible. We could get grainy footage of his stunt double doing bits.
Yeah,
It's brilliant.
bless it. He's nice in this shirt though, and he's quite fit.
Tim Curry is fit.
This isn't his fittest role.
No.
Big nasty devil.
Fern Gully, Wisp of Smoke.
Beneath the skin, we are already one. Was it not your sin trapped the unicorn?
Yeah.
Even now, the evil seed of what you have done germinates within you.
I don't know about you, but I'm wet.
I really shouldn't have done that voice. I've got to sing Kate Bush songs tomorrow.
I'm getting a little tickle.
Oh.
But enough about me.
Keep your personal life personal, please. They do Easy Street.
It's so good.
Easy Street. It's lovely. Molly's like, listen here, cunts. Mm-hmm. Something bad's gonna happen to Annie.
Yeah.
And Pepper's like,
I don't give a fuck.
blow it out your old wazoo. And Molly smacks her in the face with a mop.
I genuinely laughed out loud.
Yeah.
It's
Like, good
so
for you.
It's so good.
She rallies the other orphans to get them to save Annie.
Yes.
But the adults nab them and trap them in a cupboard.
Yes.
Back at the Warbucks mansion, Grace tells Annie that they haven't found her parents yet.
Yeah.
She's interviewed 865 couples, and none of them knew about the locket.
Yeah.
I can't believe there are that many dishonest people in New York.
It's so deadpan though. It's the delivery is fantastic.
I love Anne Ryan King.
Yeah.
The orphans escape through a grate in the ceiling.
Yes.
And they shimmy down a drain pipe.
Yes.
Rooster and Lily are there to be interviewed. And they have...
Sorry. Obviously, Daddy Warbucks is suspicious from the start. But they have the locket. And he's like, I assume you heard about the reward. And they're like, reward? We don't have a radio. Paper? We don't have paper. It's fantastic.
And he's like, well, you don't need the money then. And they're like, well, medicines are expensive, monsieur.
It's great.
I
also loved Bernadette Peters. We can buy her milk. It's great. It's absolutely someone who doesn't care about a child being like, what the fuck do children
What do they eat? I've got a Tamagotchi. Similar.
Oh, you do actually?
I do. It used to be in the show, but it's not anymore. I never actually pulled it. These are fucking expensive. Tamagotchis are expensive, monsieur. And Beyblades. The orphans do a big run.
Yes.
To go to Mr. Warbucks and warn him.
Yes.
Annie is quite lovely. Socialist queen.
Yeah.
She's like, we can't bring all these really nice new outfits that I've been bought because my parents will feel bad. But why don't you take them back to the orphanage and give them to all of my friends at the orphanage?
She's really lovely.
And they're all really sad. And she gets in the car and they like, maybe I'll forget how much she meant to me and how she was almost my baby. Maybe. 2 sad maybe reprises.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
But just as they're outside the gates, they pick up
Miss Hannigan.
Miss Hannigan doing bits.
She was just waiting outside the gates.
Pretended to be a blind woman.
Yeah.
Questionable.
And Sandy's in the back of the car, but he jumps out.
Yes. And the orphans see Sandy, which gives them the energy to keep running because they're very tired. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
And they tell Daddy Warbucks.
About the scheme.
Yes.
And the police give chase and they get in the car and chase them and a helicopter comes to help.
How did Annie get out the car? At one point she's running and I was like, how did that happen?
So she is like, I gotta go bathroom. It's like, when you gotta go, you gotta go. And so they let her out to go for a piss. And she stamps on Miss Hannigan's toe, classic, and runs away.
And grabs the check. She tears up the check.
Grabs the check and she tears the check. And then this acting from Carol Burnett.
Oh!
She kind of realises that Rooster is going to kill Annie because she's torn up the check.
Yeah.
And she's like, Rooster! She's just a baby!
Tim Curry is genuinely frightening.
Chilling.
He does chilling well.
Bernadette's in the car eating skills.
Yeah, she did. She's taking a fuck. She's playing with sat-nav. She'd go fuck. But Carol Burnett is acting.
Yeah.
I won't let you kill her.
It always gets me. And then she runs across the train tracks and Annie starts climbing up the bridge, which is lifted up.
Yes.
So it's like a vertical thing. And then she looks down and she sees like Rooster just like batter Miss Hannigan.
Yeah.
And like unconscious.
Goosebumps.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
And like it's again very Oliver.
Yeah.
Double whammy for domestic violence from a loved one.
It's very like, ooh, campy. Oh no!
Oh, like there is genuine peril. I don't think this is how they do it in the musical. I think the musical was the first time I ever went to the theatre, but I can't really remember it much. Obviously, they don't have a big, huge fucking bridge.
It's so dramatic.
It's good for a film.
It's
well
terrifying.
done.
If you fell from there, well, Rooster falls from there at one point and it's fine.
There's a trampoline.
Yeah.
But she gets to the top, and she kind of does he throw her? Does she fall?
She's hanging.
She's like on the other side,
yeah.
like hanging, and then he's there, and she's kind of like, "Help me!"
She's crying.
She's like, she's hanging over the fucking river.
It's genuinely harrowing. Who's the actress?
Eileen Quinn.
She didn't do much after this, no?
No, I don't think so.
It's incredible. I think. Who's the best child actor you've ever seen?
Scrunchy Bitch.
Okay.
From Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Is she second, maybe?
Yeah.
For a second.
She blows the fucking kids from Bedknobs and Broomsticks out the fucking water.
What's that got to do with my knob? I think third for me is...
They're bobbing along at the bottom of the beautiful briny sea.
Third for me is Don't Let Him In, Mum.
Don't let him in, Mum.
Don't let him in. Don't let him in. Don't let him in.
Apparently the girl from Hereditary is quite good. Or the person from Hereditary. Are they? A former Matilda.
Yes, former Matilda. They are fantastic. How they got that head off, I don't know.
And they still made it to the premiere. Oh,
spoilers.
Crazy. I think that's the famous bit about Hereditary. Yeah. I haven't seen it.
It's actually not the... You haven't seen Hereditary?
No. Isn't it quite early on that they get their head?
Yeah, it's not really a spoiler.
Oh, yeah.
It happens and you're like, oh, this can't get worse.
Au contraire.
Au contraire.
The Punjab comes in the helicopter and kicks Rooster in the face.
It's fantastic.
And he lies all the way down into police custody. And Miss Hannigan's there like, Rooster, you bastard. And like,
Yeah.
she's conscious again.
Yes.
Because you would be forgiven the thinking that maybe she was dead. After
After
seeing
potentially, if
Bill
she knocked
Sykes
her head on the
clobber Nancy to death. If she knocked her head on a rail,
Do you see him do that?
it's like that's what happened.
I'm not sure I've seen the whole film. You know.
It's long. Far too long for one VHS. I don't know how they managed it.
We should do Oliver at some point.
I was just in my mind, I was like, if Titanic is 2 VHSs.
Is it?
Yeah.
How long is Titanic?
Long.
Like 4 hours?
3 maybe? 3, 4?
Ooh.
I was like, how are they getting all of Annie and Oliver on one?
Yeah.
It was annoying you had to rewind through both if you wanted to start again. But I loved a VHS though, because you could like put it back in and you'd start at the same place. It's nice.
Great.
Yeah. We're in the mansion again.
He's thrown her a big party.
There's a circus.
And elephants.
A flashing of pants.
Yeah.
Together at last.
You know what, mate?
Together forever.
By the orphanage.
Well, the orphans are there in nice clothes. And I'm like, has something good happened to the orphans?
It's not explicitly stated.
No, because Miss Hannigan's there riding an elephant.
Yeah. Has he bought her out of the orphanage? In which case, you're giving a lot of money to someone not a good person.
Not a good person.
But has a redemption arc.
Slightly.
Still not a good
In
person.
like 2 lines.
Yeah.
But still, she does it very, very well.
Also,
Well done,
she has a
Carol.
redemption arc in that she doesn't want to murder a child.
Which... growth.
Sure. All right.
Hopefully that'll happen to me one day.
Right.
I don't need anything, but my hope is, yesterday was plain awful. You can say that again. Yesterday was plain awful. But that's not now. That's then.
The bit where they're tap dancing down the
Yes.
stairs together.
And,
Cast people who can actually dance in musical films.
yes, please.
Bitter.
Miss Warwick and Grace are like suggested to be together.
Yeah.
There's fireworks.
Yeah.
And they spell out Annie. And it's the end.
It's great.
Did you enjoy it?
Apart from the questionable characters, I loved it.
It's a good film.
It's a really good film.
It was not successful. It was not like loved when it came out, I don't think.
not?
But it is a classic.
It's great.
I think it was kind of in that like dark period of musical films, which Hello Dolly started and Chicago ended.
Hello, Dolly.
Hello Dolly is known as like the film that killed off musical films.
Really?
Yeah.
Is Hello Dolly, Don't Tell Me Not to...
That's Funny Girl.
Oh.
Barbara Streisand is both.
Oh, okay.
Imelda Staunton is in it currently. Yes. I'd like to go and see it.
I'd like to go and see it too, because I've never seen it.
No.
And Imelda.
She's ever so good.
She's ever so good.
Is it why did I ask? Carol Burnett.
Camp out the wazoo.
Blow it out your old wazoo. I'm gonna rearrange your teeth.
Yes.
It's great.
So it made you queer?
Yes. Carol Burnett is in drag.
Yeah. She is.
We're all born naked and the rest is drag famously, but
Who said that? Gandhi.
Natalie Cassidy, maybe. I love it. It's
so
such a
good.
good film.
It's great.
I'd recommend watching it.
Yeah.
If anyone can find it and rent it.
You can. I reckon you can find it for free somewhere.
Oh yeah.
I don't know where, but
It used to be on Netflix, and I didn't watch it enough when it was on Netflix. Or if anyone wants a VHS of it with Oliver.
Lovely.
It's an orphan double feature. We should do Oliver at some point as well.
We should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it
I
goes.
saw Rowan Atkinson in that.
Oh. It was almost Oliver 3 times.
Yes. Wait, in that era, like, is it?
So I auditioned for that TV show.
Wow. So you?
I was
think-
too tall.
I saw the Jodie Prenger. So I would have seen you.
You might have seen Rob Madge.
Possibly.
Because they were Dodger in it.
Wow. That's cool. As it is, I saw
Short
you on the
privilege.
mile before we ever properly met.
And
And you gave my mum a shambles flyer.
You should have told me then about your dad.
You're right.
You should have
That was
opened
the
with
moment.
it.
Yeah.
Well, what a series finale. We're going to have to do loads of fucking shit between now and then.
What do you mean?
We've ended on such a revelatory high.
Oh, sure. Okay, yeah.
One of us is going to have to kill again.
It's not going to be me.
It's going to be me. I might do, because I'm going to the Fringe. If anyone is going to the Edinburgh Fringe, please do come and see my show, Wuthering Shites, at 5:30 at the Pleasance Queen Dome.
Yes.
And go to Kayla the Chortle Student Comedy
Award final.
I will probably be there.
Yes.
Very
Make Ginger
likely.
come. Aren't you living with Ginger?
You said make Ginger? Absolutely not. I'll ask her. She's coming to the preview. Tomorrow/6 days ago.
Ah!
A week ago.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I'll see you then.
Nope. We'll have to do it again then, won't we? Woo! So yes, we're going to take a little break because we're in Edinburgh and doing bits and things.
Busy boots.
And you'll be doing gigs all around London.
All around.
The town and everything.
Probably not during August, because comedy July and August just fucking disappears in London. Yeah.
Where's everyone going?
I had 3 gigs cancelled last week. This is not interesting. It's because Euros election.
Donald Trump getting shot. Hot shot. But yeah, do that. I will be back. If you miss us, go on patreon.com/queers.
We have things to upload in August.
Yes, we'll do a little catch up. Might do some My Immortal.
Got the last Doctor Who.
We've got last Doctor Who.
Will
We've got
that be
another
up
My
by
Immortal.
now when this comes out?
I don't know. I'm quite busy between now and then. Sorry.
It's all right. Just want to give them accurate information.
It'll be up at some point.
Yeah.
You can make sure you don't miss when we're back. So follow us at Queers Gone By on all the things.
Yes.
I'm at the Kate Butch.
And I'm at a Caitlin Powell.
Thank you to you for joining us for this season.
Yes.
Thank you to Miriam.
Thanks, Miriam.
For doing whatever Miriam does. Filth. Frankly.
Oh my god, when we come back, it'll be autumn.
And I might have met Miriam in Edinburgh. Again, because we know her, our good friend. I'm taking her with me. Yeah. She's driving.
Yeah.
It's one of those like red and yellow plastic cars that you get in shopping centres.
Clown car.
I've got a big set. It needs to be.
Yeah.
And we will see you then. Until then.
What was the thing you just said? You know when the pepper gets whacked with a broom?
Keep smacking. Don't smack children in the face with a mop.
No, it's something she says.
Withholding secrets from your friends.
All right, keep withholding. Keep telling your friends the things about your life.
I just don't think you did. I think I'm sorry, if I can remember Anne Rhinking's name, I can remember my best friend's trauma.
I think.
Are you saying I don't care?
No,
You've got other friends for that.
That's the argument you made.
It wasn't like that.
I just want to know what, like, I've told you that he has like bad. He gets ill a lot because he has bad immune system. So I don't know why I would have just left that open ended and not
Nor do
finished
I.
the sentence.
But I think you did.
I think I've told you.
Let's agree to disagree.
Okay.
Let's say we're both wrong. But it was a secret third option.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
Oh, sorry. Oh, bang. Ah. Lovely.
Right. New deal.
New deal. Keep doing a new deal with your friends.
Okay.
We'll see you next week. No, not next week.
In
September?
Question
mark.
And until then,
keep doing new deals with your friends.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Happy birthday to you.